Nintendo can't make a horror game, so I'm taking these 3 classic Wii games and making them horror. Starting with Animal Crossing. First thing first, I'm importing a cute house that won't stay cute for long. I'll cut it out and import some grass to put underneath. Now I'm gonna add the night sky and some fences behind the house before color matching everything. Because it's always scarier at night. A quick Google search tells me that this is the scariest character in Animal Crossing. I'm gonna cut her out and place her in the foreground. But I want both the house and her to be visible, so I'm gonna tilt the house and push it on the side. The thing is, we just created a hole in the background. So I'll duplicate the ground and bush to fix that.
Nice job, team.
The only way to make this actually scary is tomato sauce. I tried using a 3D liquid explosion, but it just doesn't look good. So instead, I'm gonna paint some suspicious red liquid leaking from her eyes. But I'm also adding 2 red lights coming from inside her skull, so she looks even scarier. We're not done yet though, because I'm painting some good old pointy teeth inside her mouth and giving them shadows. I mean, if Nintendo ever wanted to make a horror game, this would be a good place to start, because she looks insanely creepy. Anyways, it's time for I found these sprites of the original title that I'll import and cut out in Photoshop. Now I'm able to apply damaged wood texture on the background part only, and then give the text itself a nice bevel and emboss, as well as a metal color and a drop shadow. Then I'll just add rust and some ketchup to finish off the title. But with the cover looking like this, we definitely need the appropriate rating. So I'm adding it in the corner, as well as a nice Nintendo logo. So this is the horror version of Animal Crossing. That's one game down, and somehow Nintendo hasn't called me yet, which means I gotta ruin another game. And next up is Wii Sports Resort. It's probably the game that I played the most during my entire childhood, so it's about time I ruined it. I'm gonna start with the iconic original cover, and I'll remake the shapes of each sport. Then we need to make this into a darker version with a black oval, a blue accent, and a navy background.
Nice.
You probably got the idea by now, but I'm gonna be making 4 different sports into horror, starting with sword fighting. I'm gonna import the arena and remove the people fighting. Then I'll cut out this girl, because she looks pretty evil. But she's gonna need legs, because this isn't the Paralympics. So I'm cutting out this guy and stealing his legs.
My leg!
Then I'll just match the protections color to red as well. She also doesn't have arms, which is normal in this game, but she does need hands. And that's pretty easy to make. I just gotta draw a circle and add some layer styles to it. Now she needs a weapon, but thankfully I found a nice photo of the Wii sword. So this is great, but we still need a victim. And this guy looks like a victim. I'm gonna use select subject to cut him out, and I'll erase his sword. Now we just have to use a ton of warp to make him look lifted by the sword. And with just a quick mask, he's impaled. If that doesn't get Nintendo's attention, I really don't know what will. Let me just add some shadows on the sword for a little bit more separation. But this dude's face looks like there's nothing happening inside his head. So to fix it, I'm getting a scared face at the right angle on this website called Me Renderer. And I'll cut out the eyes and mouth before warping them into position. Now we just need some tomato sauce. And that's one down. Next up is wakeboard. I'm gonna import this image from the game and remove the player using content-aware fill. Then I'll import these weird angles of a me, and trust me, you'll get it soon enough. Let's match part of the me out and decrease the mask density. Now it looks like half of him is underwater. But if he was dead in the water, there would be some suspicious red liquid. So I'm importing a nice puddle and selecting the soft light blending mode. Then I'll just make the water more red using hue and saturation. And that's another one down, 2 more to go. For archery, I'm gonna import a target, and in the foreground, I'm adding someone handling a bow that I'll blur out. Now I'll import the shocked me face and draw a neck for it. I know me's don't have necks, but it's scarier like this. I'm gonna import the 3D arrow in order for the head to actually stick to the target. And I guess that would probably make it bleed a little bit, maybe even splatter some tomato sauce all over the target. That leaves us with only one sport to go, but I don't think basketball is one of the most popular sports in Wii Sports Resort, and in my opinion, bowling is a much better option.
Nice car.
Let me get a nice 3D floor and warp it for it to look more flat. Then I'll import this actual image of the game and remove that guy. Now let's cut out this expressionless basic me, because he already has the serial killer look all over his face. We're gonna get rid of his arms and cut out the different parts of his body that we can puppet warp to make his pose more dynamic. Now I can easily give him hands by making a circle and applying some basic layer styles to it. I'm just gonna duplicate it and place it behind his body. Okay, but we have yet to add a horror twist to this design, and it starts with this bowling pin that I'll put in his hand. And as to what he might have done with it, I'm cutting out the leg, putting it on the floor and changing its color for diversity. But I'll also add a nice drop shadow, so it actually looks like it's on the floor. And for the real horror, we're adding a puddle of ketchup underneath it, that we're going to blend in nicely with the multiplied blending mode. And obviously, we need some suspicious red liquid on the murder weapon as well. But to finish off this design, I really want to include my friend Micah, since he also made a video about Nintendo games. So I made a me of him on my Nintendo Switch and transferred it to my phone. Now all I have to do is put him in the background for him to witness what just happened. And just like that, we're done with all the sports. Now we only need to make a new title for the game, and I'm calling it Wii Murder Games. Our last game is Mario Kart. And I guess this is my last attempt at getting Nintendo's attention, because my inbox is still empty. But for this game, I'm thinking, what if the race didn't go as planned? Let's start by importing a racetrack from the game. I got this tire tracks in snow that we should be able to blend onto the road pretty easily. And the thing responsible for these tire marks is probably this banana peel. I guess it would also be reasonable to assume Mario lost his hat during the crash, so I'll just put it on the ground here and paint a nice shadow. And just for fun, I'm also adding a puddle of suspicious red liquid on the side of the track. We still need the vehicle to have crashed though, and luckily I found this 3D kart that I can cut out and add motion blur to. Real quick though, subscribe or Micah will be next. Let's not tell Micah about this. Anyways, we need a title now, so I'm cutting out Mario Kart and putting a wheel behind it before writing crash and trying to imitate the style of the original text. Then I'll just splatter some tomato sauce on it for good measure. And to make it look even cooler, I'm warping some smoke around the tire. So this is the horror version of Mario Kart. Nintendo still hasn't called, so I guess I'll keep ruining their games until they notice me. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll love to see me make hit movie posters into horror in that one.